Hello, everyone, and welcome. Happy New Astrological Year. So, we're in a super powerful and strong time. I know I say this a lot, but we are. Where many things are getting to a closing time, where things are coming to an end so that we can open up and give space for like brand new beginnings, pretty much. So it's a time to initiate things where things are starting, where things are starting to bloom. That's spring, that's the equinox. Um, so to understand a little bit the time where we're at right now, let's travel back to December 21st, 2020, the day of the solstice and the day in which Jupiter and Saturn unite at 0 degrees Aquarius, giving an opening to a great new era. Well, then on March 20th, the sun entered Aries. It enters Aries hand in hand with Venus. And each time the sun travels from Pisces to Aries, a new astrological year begins. And since 3 months ago, we started this new era, the Aquarius age that I've been talking about a lot in my previous videos. um, it makes this it makes this new astrological year that we just started, it makes it like come with much more strength, asking us to open ourselves up to everything new, because it's Aquarius, and Aquarius is the sign of innovation. Everything new, the old has to go. And it can feel a little bit like this at this time. So this year, the sun starts its cycle hand in hand with Venus, as I just said. So we know that the focus of our attention is now on Venus topics, because Venus is the planet of love, desire, of sharing ourselves with another person. It's the sign of, it's the planet of relationships. So we know that that is going to be main topic for the coming months, because today, Friday, the 26th, Venus and the Sun in Aries unite at the same astrological degree, just after this great start of the new astrological year. And this tells us how we are at a time where relationships can end so that new ones can begin. And I don't only talk about like love relationships. I'm talking about all kind of relationships that they're going to be important for us at this time and previously and in the future. So, and something that we're going to feel a lot this week, since Venus is in Aries uniting with the Sun, it's like our desire, it's going to be a lot more clear to us, like what we've been wanting for a while that we really didn't know. We're going to like kind of like finally see the light on that and have the energy to receive it. It's like now we're ready because we know what we want. We've had a few months of like really being able to understand what we want, to understand who we are at this time. And now it's like this conjunction of Sun and Venus, it's like giving us clarity to open up to receive what we now know that we want. But like everything in life, new beginnings only come after an end. And of course, that can be a little painful sometimes. So it can feel a little painful right now. And now we're going to know what it is that we are letting go in order to start something new in our life, which comes with a feeling of like a sense of great strength within mostly. Because let's remember that Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. It's the energy of beginning, starts, of fire. It's the energy of engine, of going after what we want, not thinking about anything whatsoever. And Venus and the Sun joining now in Aries just in time for the full moon that we're going to talk about right now. We already know that it brings us something new and something that's coming with a lot of power, with great strength, something that is going to empower us. So, in addition, we have Mars, the star of the month, since it's the representative of Aries. Mars is reaching the North Node. The North Node in astrology is like a mathematical degree that talks about the karmic evolution of humanity and what we need to do in order to evolve, in order to progress, in order to grow as conscious human beings. So by Mars reaching this point means that our evolution is now being like accelerated, and we have many events and many situations coming now into our lives, helping us learn, helping us evolve, and of course, events that are helping us awaken our consciousness. And also, we have Mars making a super, super positive aspect to Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn is the king of karma, lord of the time, and lord of lessons mostly. So we know that what it's coming into our lives now is for a greater purpose, it's for greater evolution. And of course, a long term lesson because Saturn works long term. This also helps us, this aspect between Mars and Saturn helps us manifest or bring down to matter our thoughts, our ideas, things that we're thinking right now, they're going to manifest a little quicker. And this is going to happen as long as it's something new, something different for us, something that is going to help us evolve. Because Saturn is in Aquarius and it's the sign of change, of new, and of evolution. So, with that being said, let's go back to the full moon in Libra, which takes place Sunday, March 28th at 8:48 p.m. Central Europe time. So this full moon brings an energy of deep, profound healing of wounds and scars that we had like pending to heal, and now you're going to understand why. So, to understand what a full moon is, pretty much, every full moon occurs when the moon is in the opposite constellation to the one the sun is. So, since the sun is now in the constellation of Aries, the full moon is going to take place in Libra, which is the opposite sign, the opposite constellation. It's the Aries Libra axis, it's the axis of the self, the I, and the us. So it is the sign of Libra is a sign of sharing my energy, sharing my identity with another person. That is why the sign of Libra is related to associations, marriage, or life with a partner, with a significant other. Because Libra is the energy of balance, of learning to balance myself with another person and helping me understand myself and understanding who I am and my identity by sharing myself with another person, by seeing myself reflected in another. So, the planet that represents Libra is Venus, the planet of love, the planet of desire, planet of relationships. In Venus, as we have just talked about, in this full moon, is united conjunct to the sun. So that puts the spotlight in relationships and the love I have for others and the love I have for myself, of course. And that's not all, because for this full moon, we also see Chiron in another asteroid called Ceres, which I will now tell you about. And these two asteroids are also linked to the Sun and Venus, acting as a single force of four stars in Aries. So, for those of you who don't know Chiron or its energy, Chiron is the asteroid of healing, and it's the asteroid that marks the wound that we come to heal into this life in our natal chart. And our ability to heal ourselves and find that power for self healing deep inside of us. And it tells us how, if we face that inner pain, we find our greatest potential. And together with the Sun and Venus, Chiron talks to us about how now the time has come to heal everything that we had pending to heal regarding love, love for ourselves, love for others, our self worth. How do I love myself? And mostly, heal painful situations that we experienced in previous relationships and that we had pending to review and heal before starting something new, because we cannot start something new with pain, with old pain. And now we have this wonderful healing energy to to purge, to heal, to cleanse everything that we had pending to heal, pretty much from our old experiences, from our older self, our self from the past, pretty much. Because we are given the opportunity to heal and to be able to really open ourselves up to something completely new with past wounds already healed. So it's like such a beautiful energy. It can be painful, yes, but it's an amazing opportunity, really. So, in addition to Chiron, as I just mentioned, we have another asteroid called Ceres, which in Greek mythology corresponds to the goddess Demeter, who is associated with crops, with nourishing, and it's associated also with the Virgo energy. And Ceres incarnates protection, incarnates something that we're going to defend, something that we're going to protect, and something that we want to take care of. So, to everything that we have just talked about with the full moon, we add this Ceres energy that is really helping us take care and nurture and protect everything that we're starting now, and give them value, give ourselves the value, the love, the care, the nutrition, the tenderness. Give that to ourselves and to whatever it is that we're starting at this time, so that we can heal wounds and old patterns, and so that now we're able to share ourselves with other people with a cleansed past. So let's be aware that this full moon brings a deep sense of healing and a great evolution in our lives at this time. And it's also going to give us the opportunity to truly live and experience love as a state of consciousness.